Anything can go wrong with all of these girls because they are crazy.
No, we aren't. That's a lie.
Have you guys ever been babysitted by your cousins and your sister before?
What?
I need a Lululemon bag because Lulu and I love lemons.
So Lulu needs a Lulu?
Yes. I miss seeing my band-aids.
Why does mommy touch your band-aids?
Yeah.
I don't know. She needs to quit it. Huh?
Yeah.
Say, get your hands off my band-aid. What?
I miss seeing my band-aids.
Why does mommy touch your band-aids?
Yeah.
I don't know. She needs to quit it. Huh?
Yeah.
Say, get your hands off my band-aids.
Put my hair off my band-aids. Don't you touch my band-aid again.
'Cause I told Daddy you've been touching my band-aids.
Yeah. You don't like to touch my band-aids.
Yeah, we don't like you touching Blake's band-aids.
No.
No way.
No, wait. Let's go get more band-aids. So Mommy's touched all band-aids. So I have to go get more band-aids.
Yep, we're gonna have to go to the store and get more princess band-aids.
So I have to go get more band-aids. Use my hand to ask my band-aids.
Well, we're stopped at the train here. So another message is, well, got a few in the car here, running some errands and orthodontists and whatnot. But Grace and B Boutique is linked up with Communities in School Bay Area this month. Hello, Grace and B fam. Grace and B has new sunglasses in the shop, and these are bird's eye sunglasses. So if you're local League City people and you know Dennis and Michelle who own the spot, they have their own sunglasses.
So this guy right here, my buddy, I don't know what's going on with him. So a few months ago, we took him to the vet a few times, actually. I don't know, I think we had like some sort of stroke or something. I mean, the doctor didn't really say it. But even like ever since then, it's literally been months removed. Where he's acting normal for the most part, but like his head is still like, he still keeps his head like cocked to the side, like he's had a stroke. But then this week he was outside running in the backyard with Gus, and he came in just panting heavy, and then the whole next day like he's just acting like he's in so much pain. The doctor did tell us he's got like arthritis in his rear hips. I'm about to get cut off. So the doctor told us he's got arthritis in his hips, and that's gonna end up being an issue with him eventually. But this week he was playing out in the backyard, and he came in, and then all day on Wednesday, yesterday, like he's just acting like he's in so much pain. We called to get an appointment with the vet, just to have them look at him, give him some x-rays, probably some pain medicine, see what's going on. He's actually moving a little bit better right now, so I don't know if he's just slowly getting better or like he just hurt something the other day, but I mean, yesterday it was like bad. Like, you know how like a dog's defense mechanism, like if they feel pain, they'll just reach out and like try to bite anybody around. Well, like Hazel just like reached down and just like stroked him along his back, and whenever she got near his hips, he just like freaked out, started peeing all over the place, and like reached back to try to bite. And I'm like, oh goodness, here we go. So I guess tomorrow we'll figure out what's going on with him. Hopefully we get some answers and just a little direction on what to do with him next. And you know, if it's just something that he just hurt and he just got to get a little bit better, then it's fine. So we'll see. So I think Danielle was out doing a little back to school stuff, and so I'm just gonna clean up and start prepping for this video that we're about to do. And but I'll do a little Q&A. Ask away. I mean, date nights has just been one of those things where like our house is like so busy and so just like high stress. There's just always something going on. There's always a lot of kids around and stuff like that, and it just makes it hard to have date nights. And so like whenever we do, like honestly, we put it on the calendar. We have set sitters that come in, and we just have it all scheduled out like weeks in advance, just to make sure it happens, just so that we can make it a priority. And yeah, that's how we do it. And so like typically like one night out of the weekend, either a Friday or Saturday night, will be like a date night for Danielle and I, and then the other night would be like a family night where we go and like do something together as a family. So that's just what we do. I don't know, it may not be the best, but it works for us. I do not have a Blackstone. Honestly, like I just don't want another thing to like clutter up the back patio. Like our patio, just with all the kids' toys and just like everything, it just gets cluttered. So actually that's one thing that this house did not have whenever we bought it, was like an outdoor kitchen. It's got the cabana over here, but no outdoor kitchen. So I think that's something that we're going to try to add in the next year or so, hopefully. And then if that's the case, then I'll build like a Blackstone and then like a smoker and stuff like that. I'm going to build all that in. But I just don't want another thing that's just going to just get pushed up against the house. Favorite episode in the new season? Hasn't happened yet. Hasn't aired yet. This next week is actually a really good one. It's a super fun one. Danielle's off at a buyer's market for the boutique, and so like I had all the girls by myself for the week, and I let the girls have a yes day. So this coming episode is going to be really good. And I'm not even sure that one's my favorite, but it ranks up there because it's a fun one. You know, one towards the end of the season, like we're doing some camping stuff. We've got some, I don't know. There's one really fun one. I think it's going to be the last episode. And it's completely different than any other episode we've ever done, and it's super cool. Honestly, I don't really watch much TV. Usually whenever I'm watching something, like last night I watched 2 soccer games. I watched the Houston Dynamo win last night in the tournament, and Miami. I don't know, like I think it's mostly like sports. Like I'll watch sports. Any other TV shows I may watch, it's usually as I'm falling asleep. I usually just like may turn something on just for background noise. And I mean, that's really about it. I watch very little TV. This one's super easy. It's Lightroom. I use Lightroom for like a lot of my studio work and client work, and just to like catalog all my photos taken with like my big cameras, and then I can edit everything because it's all synced up on the Lightroom mobile app. And so I do a lot of editing from my phone. There's also one other standalone app that sometimes I'll use if I'm looking for a specific look or something in a photo. I use lens distortions, but you have to have it's a subscription for it as well, so it's not a free app, but it's kind of like a specialized type app, but I love that one too. Out of all the kids, Blake. Out of the family, Danielle. She's not a morning person, so but that's not fair. We have vested interest in multiple companies, other just assets and stuff that we make money on. I am a freelance photographer, videographer, have like a production company. I'll do business with multiple other, mostly businesses, and shoot content for them. Good Ranchers actually being one of them that have a retainer on. Let's see, we have the boutique. We have, the YouTube channel is a big part of our business and the family brand with that. We've got the TV show. Yeah. Do you think that we ended a 2-year hiatus from shooting the show just to come back and do one season? It's holding. They've only used it one time though, so fingers crossed. This may take more than a minute, but I think this is funny. First of all, you would have to understand Danielle and I's like dynamic and just like the way that we communicate, the way that we talk, our sarcasm. A lot of times, like whenever we're filming,
Comes out as drama.
It comes out as drama, but it's really like sarcasm and like joking and banter and just like I may like everybody says like I have.
Say may, you do.
I have really good like resting RBF, and so like I'll say something that it looks like I'm serious.
Because Adam likes the mystery of making you think, is he serious or is he joking? Is he going to pick on you or is he not? Is he going to scare you or is he not? Like, this is the life I live.
I mean, but also, like, I've seen comments online and stuff, and honestly, like, there's a lot of things being said. Like, people read into conversations that we've had and say things about certain conversations that we've had that they've seen on the show that were never said. It's interesting. Some of the comments I've seen, like people making comments that I've said certain things about Danielle's weight. If you go back and look at the episodes, never once.
My boyfriend calls me fat.
Never once said anything about her weight. Never once.
Movie, Lindsay.
So never once said anything about her weight. It's funny. There was one comment about the Peloton, which we were arguing back and forth about where to put the Peloton, and she wanted me to move it upstairs. But so we were going back and forth about like we're remodeling our bedroom a little bit, reconfiguring it, and we're just trying to figure out where are we going to move the Peloton. I had just kind of organized the garage, but also like you gotta think.
There's have to justify it.
There's a lot of things that go.
Yeah. What's a joke?
There's a lot of things that go into the show.
Just wait till you see me before I go out of town. Tell Adam I want to punch him in his face. Can't wait to get that backlash.
But like, okay, so my reasoning for not even wanting to put it in the garage is whenever we're filming the show, production sets up a lot of stuff in the garage and takes up the garage. And so it's like, I don't really want to put it in the garage. For one thing, it's Texas. It's hot. It's humid. I don't want an expensive Peloton going in the garage. And then she was wanting me that night to carry the Peloton upstairs by
14
myself.
hour.
But that night, it was like right before the party started. And I was by myself. There's no way I could have picked up and carried the Peloton up there by myself.
And what you didn't see is the party was going to be outside. And what you didn't see when we're talking about outside right there was all the things from our bedroom and the bike and the workout stuff was all on the patio, which is where the party was supposed to be.
So,
that stuff got cut out, so.
It was just back and forth. A lot of the conversation was like sarcasm.
Plus, I like to fight at times.
And that's like one thing that Kimmy was there. Everybody's like, I can't believe you said that right in front of her Danielle's friend. It was Kimmy. And Kimmy's always making fun of me because she's like, the way that like I have sarcasm with Danielle, she calls it poking the bear. Because like I'll just like say stuff just because I know it's going to get under Danielle's skin and we laugh about it. But on the show, you don't see that. Like, it looks like tension. It looks like fighting. It looks like I'm rude, but it's not at all. But just know that, like, you guys only see maybe less than 1% of conversations, of interactions. So, naturally, it's a television show. It's going to be cut and edited for a dramatic effect. It's a TV show. There's conversations that are had in the show that like you can't just like let the entire conversation play because the show would be 2 hours long. And so like, you know, a conversation may get cut at a certain point and it just may leave room for like implying something that may not necessarily be the case. And so I mean, I think that's it. And honestly, I'm gonna get cut off again. And I think this is like the kicker. Whatever's going on in somebody's personal life, whatever circumstance that you've had in your own life, whatever relationship issues, whether good or bad, it makes your mind skew a certain way whenever you watch like a television show. So you may see an interaction, see conversations between Danielle and I, and you may take something completely out of it that isn't even the case because of your own circumstances. I mean, just try to watch objectively, but a lot of things that I've been seeing, it's not the case. And I've told a few people, like, go back and watch the conversation, watch what was said, because like what you're saying that I said, never said.